Hi guys, it's Marissa here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my rhinoplasty experience. So if you guys aren't with plastic surgery, if you guys just hate plastic surgery, you guys don't support it, or you guys don't even feel like hearing it, I don't understand why you guys are even watching this video. But if you guys do want to hear my story and how everything went down, why I got the surgery, everything like that, then just please keep on watching. So how it all started, that's actually kind of hard to say. When I was younger, I always hated my nose, probably since I was in 6th grade. I went to a school that was actually okay. It was actually a very good school. I had a lot of friends. But then in 6th grade, I moved to a different school. I moved to a school that didn't have that many nice people. They were not very nice to me. I was a little bit different back in elementary school. And I had a lot of people making fun of my nose. They always told me I had a big nose, I had a big hump, I had a beak, and it really sucked for me. It was not the funnest experience, so I guess you can say that I was bullied my 6th grade year, and that's kind of where this nose thing started. I believe I was 12 years old when I first started to not like my nose. In middle school, 7th and 8th grade here in California, I was actually well known in my school. I had a lot of friends. I did things like cheerleading, and I was very kind to people. But I was still a little different, and people kind of still made fun of me. They made fun of my nose, and actually my friends who I used to have would make fun of my nose, and it wasn't very funny. I mean, I understand that they were being my friends and like just joking around, trying to be funny, but it was never really funny to me. I mean, I laughed, but inside it, it hurt. And so I decided 7th and 8th grade that I officially wanted my nose to be changed. I did not want my nose anymore. I hated my nose. I would hate taking profile pictures. If anybody looked at me from the side, I would be very uncomfortable. In the front view, I actually did not mind my nose. If anything, my front view of my nose did not change after my surgery, really. But God, I say a lot. I'm catching myself saying it so much. But anyways, so 7th and 8th grade, I decided I really wanted to change my nose. As I was a freshman in high school, freshman year to senior year, I still got made fun of for my nose. I was actually very well known my high school years. I had a lot of friends. So during high school, I actually moved schools again my sophomore year. The first school that I went to school there my freshman year and or 9th grade and 10th grade. I went there half of 10th grade year, and so everybody kind of knew me. They were friends with me, and the bullying or name calling, nose picking kind of withered away. It kind of went down. My friends, well, they're really not my friends. The people who made fun of me and try to get laughs out of other people in the group, making fun of my nose and stuff, those aren't my friends. And if you guys have friends like that, get rid of them. They're not your friends. People don't, friends don't do that and try to make you the joke of the group. And then I moved to another school my sophomore year. I moved there during the middle of sophomore year, and when I got to that school, actually people liked me. At least I think. I didn't get really made fun of that much. I had friends, like right off the bat, everything was good, like people liked me. And it kind of I started getting, I guess, more known around the school, and that's when the name calling and bullying started happening again. As I had more friends and people were talking to me more. So basically the reason I'm telling you guys about all of my elementary school years, my junior high years, my high school years, is because I wanted you guys to know the reason why I hate my nose, or hated my nose, and decided on this surgery, and decided that this surgery was right for me. So I got out of high school and I went on to college. I am in my second year of college now, and what pushed me overboard and just really made me get my surgery fast was because one of my college classes I met up with people from my past, like my past high school, and they were not very nice to me. I mean, they were, but with my nose, they weren't. They kind of reminded me how much I hated my nose, how much I wanted to change my nose, because they made this joke about me that I did not find funny at all. And I kind of went home very hurt and sad, and I kind of was fed up with it, and I did not want it anymore. Mind you guys, I am 19 years old, and I know that I got plastic surgery being very young. However, this is going to be my nose for the rest of my life, so it doesn't really matter. So basically, all of that whole entire shenanigans that I just talked about is relevant to my surgery experience, because all of that stuff basically made me hate my nose and want to change it. And that's primarily the reason why I changed my nose. But now, like, I didn't do it for other people, though. I want people to know that I don't want people to get the wrong idea. I didn't do it because everyone made fun of me. I didn't do it because something in me just did not like it. I did not want my nose anymore, and I did it for me, primarily for me, like for my happiness, for my joy. And I feel better now. I feel like I look better now. I can take pictures now. I can take pictures from my side, from the profile. I can have people look at me, and I feel good. And that's really all that matters. So if you guys ever want to get surgery because of how you feel, because you think it'll make you feel better, like, do it. You know, just do it. Like, it really does not matter what people say about it. It doesn't, like, I really don't care. I'm actually very open about my surgery. I am very excited about it. I am very public about it. So the doctor that I went to for my surgery is Dr. Cian. He is actually a plastic surgeon in Fresno, California. He is very, very good, and I went to him primarily for the work that he does. And not only that, it is closer to me. I could have went somewhere, you know, in LA or like. As I was saying, Dr. Cian is amazing, and I would recommend him to anyone. He really made my dream come true. He made me feel better. He made me feel like I look better, and yeah. So the only thing that I will not be talking about in this video is prices. I will not be saying how much this surgery did cost. However, if you guys want to leave a comment or ask me in the comments, I'll be happy to answer your questions in the comments. But I don't feel comfortable talking about the price. Although it was expensive, it is your face, so I would much rather put in the money and get good work than, you know, pay $1,000 or $2,000 and end up with a crooked face. So you know. So how I feel now, I feel great. I'm very glad that I didn't listen to anybody telling me that, you know, my nose looked fine, and what are you talking about, what hump, what bump on your nose, you know, what crookedness on your nose. I'm very happy that I chose to do this myself, that I followed my heart and what I wanted to do. I'm very, very happy now. I can take pictures, like I said, from the side. I can record these videos and look to the side, like, you know, I feel good. I feel better. I find myself taking more pictures every single day. I find myself enjoying life a little bit more with my nose, although sometimes I get a little down because my nose is very swollen still, and so it doesn't look very big, but it does look big still. I know that this swelling takes up to a year to go down, and my doctor has told me that my swelling is still there. Of course, it's only been a month. So my nose results will keep on getting better and better, and it's gonna look, you know, amazing in the end, as it already does. So I feel great though. I feel happy. I feel confident. I feel good. Basically, I feel good. And it feels so different. Like, I have the dorsal hump right here, very bad. It's a very, very big bump, and people used to say I had a beak, and I believed them because it did look like a beak. So now that I feel my nose like going down on it, it feels so weird because it's so flat, like there's nothing there. It's smooth and it feels great, and I'm so very thankful to Dr. Cian for making my dreams come true, for making me feel better, for giving me all of this confidence that I did not have before. You know, I was confident before and I loved myself before, but now I love myself even more. So I feel good. I feel very good. The last thing that I have to talk about is how I deal with people and people saying things about me getting my surgery. People haven't really been mean to me. They haven't really said anything to me. If anything, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about my nose. Not many people really have said anything at all. My family's happy for me, friends are happy for me, my boyfriend's happy for me, his family's happy for me. The only thing I really get is just, you know, why'd you do it? It looked fine before. And honestly, that kind of is annoying. It's really annoying because people don't really see, I guess people don't see your flaws the way you do. But it's like, if someone has plastic surgery, just say it looks good. You know, like, you don't, I don't know, that's the one thing that really bothers me, is when people say, well, why'd you get it? Like, what was wrong in the first place? Or what's different now? You know, to you and to myself, things are very different. I look very different. I look 10 times better. My nose looks 100 times better. And that, when people tell me that, I'm just like, sorry, like, you had to see it before. You know, I don't know. Or I show them pictures or something and they're like, oh yeah, you know, and I'm like, yeah, like, I didn't get this surgery because I liked my nose before, because it was perfectly fine. Like, obviously there was something wrong with it that I wanted to change, or I wouldn't have got the surgery in the first place. But anyways, so I haven't got any negativity, but I do have to say, if you guys do get any negativity about wanting to change yourself in any way, or wanting, you know, these kinds of things for yourself, I would just say do them. It does not matter how people feel or what people say in the end, because honestly, half those people who made fun of me, actually, almost all those people that made fun of me, actually, all those people that made fun of me, I don't talk to anymore. They're not in my life anymore. Let people tell you that you're, oh my gosh, I'm filming a video. My family is being so loud. But anyways, do what you want to do, not because others want you to do it, and do what you want to do even though others tell you not to do it. Because in the end, it's your life, it's you, and you're the one who's going to be living in your body. You're the one who's going to be living as yourself forever. So moving on to my actual surgery, I went into surgery on October 6th. I had to be at the hospital by, I believe by 10 in the morning, 10 a.m. I just, basically before my surgery, the night before my surgery, I had to wash my body with antibacterial soap. And the morning of my surgery, I also had to wash my body with antibacterial soap. I couldn't eat throughout the night. So that was my pre-surgery. And then my surgery day, I got to the hospital and everything. I wore comfy clothes because you have to dress yourself again after your surgery. So I wore comfy clothes. I was in the hospital. I had to get blood work done. I had to do a pregnancy test. I had to fill out a little bit of paperwork. I also had to get my wristbands, and after all of that, I also had to change into my hospital gown. I had to put my IV in. I had to do all of that stuff. And after doing all of that, it was probably about 11:30. It was about 11:30 a.m. after doing all of that. And let me think. After doing all of that, I waited in a waiting room in my bed with my mother and my grandmother there for a while. Well, it wasn't really that long. It was like 30 minutes we waited, maybe 45 minutes. I answered some questions that my registered nurse asked me, and then I said bye to Mom. I got wheeled off to the surgery room, and you see everything when they wheel you off. You see where you're getting your surgery. You literally move yourself to the surgery bed, which is literally the size of your body. Like, I barely fit on it. It's such a skinny bed. It was the size of my body, and I thought I was gonna fall off. So you literally move yourself over to the bed, and you have your IV in still. They put like these massagers on your calves so that the blood keeps on flowing. As I was in the bed, I struggle with anxiety. So as I was in the bed, I was getting very anxious. I was like having a panic attack. I started crying. And my doctor had to give me oxygen because I was starting to breathe really hard and get really scared. But that's just me. I don't want to scare you guys. It really wasn't that scary now that I think about it. But I just get anxiety and stressed out, so that was my experience. Once the mask got on, I felt the doctor putting something in my IV, my anesthesiologist. Battery's dying. I felt my anesthesiologist putting something in my IV. It was, of course, the anesthesia to fall asleep. He wanted to put me to sleep a little bit earlier because I was freaking out. And as he was putting it in, he was being very nice. Like, the hospital, the staff, everybody was amazing, like amazing. He was putting it in my arm and asking me questions as he did so, and next thing you know, I don't remember anything. I was out. Next thing you know, I was in a recovery room with my face bandaged up. I was very, I could barely remember anything. I could barely really even see. I was in pain. It actually wasn't that painful though, but I had a very bad headache, like sinus headache, I guess. I had a very bad sinus headache. I woke up very tired. I could barely stay awake. I woke up very tired and kind of out of it, and I kept falling back asleep, waking up, falling back asleep. I kept waking up because the nurses would come check on me and make sure that I'm okay. Once I was a little more awake, I had to hop into a recliner chair, and that recliner chair rolled, so it was very cool. They pushed me to my own room with the curtain around me, so I was alone. Because in the recovery room, you recover with all these other patients, but nobody really cares because everybody's like out of it. So they pushed me to that recovery room not recovery room, to my single room where I was alone. But In the process, though, while they were getting me to that recliner chair, which I was very angry about, one of the nurses, while I laid down, one of the nurses, it was the guy nurse, got one of the pillows from my feet and was trying to put it behind my head, and as he did so, he hit me straight in the face on my nose, and I wanted to cry. I was very angry. I was out of it though, so I was like, oh, it's okay. But I was so angry because nurses are supposed to, but it was an accident, so I didn't mind as much. I was just like, shrug it off, whatever, because my nose was still fine in the end. But I recovered there, and while I was alone, my mom came, my grandma came, because it was a private room. I started throwing up. I got very sick after my surgery. I started throwing up. On the way home, I threw up. When I got home, I was throwing up. It felt awful. They also put a tube down your throat while you're asleep before surgery. So when I woke up, I had the worst sore throat. And I'm not even saying this to scare anybody. And it's really it's bearable. But it was the worst sore throat I've ever had. It hurt so bad. I just wanted it to be gone. So I drank a lot of cold things to make it feel better. I got home. I had to sit in a recliner chair. I actually just got out of that recliner chair because when you're supposed to be sitting up after your surgery for a few days, you're supposed to be sitting up after your surgery. So I sat up actually longer than I needed to because I read that that actually when you sit up and you sleep up, it helps with swelling. So I just got in my bed not that long ago, like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks at the most. I started laying down. Now I'll try to insert a picture of me when I got out of my surgery. But I wasn't swollen, I was okay. I breathed, right after surgery, I breathed better than I have ever breathed in my life. It was so nice, just air, because your whole nose was cleared up, so everything could just, easy. It went through, it was so easy. But I'll try to insert a picture. I had my cast on, and I had, gauze under my nose, and it was taped across my face to catch any of the liquids falling out of my nose. I didn't have anything shoved up my nose, so I could still breathe out of my nose. My doctor did not need to put any gauze or anything inside my nose, so that was nice. So basically the healing process is great. I got very swollen only one day. I'll try to insert another picture, but I got swollen, very swollen only one day, and that was 2 days after my surgery. It was not that bad either. My eyes were a little shut and my cheeks were kind of fat, but it really wasn't that bad. The next day it was very strong. The process is really easy. The pain, it's not painful at all. The worst pain that I felt was in my head. Terrible headaches. I had migraines every single time for 2 weeks. And when you walk, you have to walk tiptoe and walk very lightly and slowly. It feels awful. It feels like every step you take is cold ground. So you have to another so anyways, with that being said, my whole surgery went well. My healing process went well. It's still going well. I'm still until October of next year it takes a whole year from your surgery date to have all the swelling go down. So the tip of my nose is still very swollen. It's very numb still, and it feels very stiff still. Your nose feels very stiff, and when you pull on certain parts of your face, up on your forehead, you literally feel like you're going to rip your nose off. So you have to be very gentle. But other than that, if you guys want to get the surgery, I would totally recommend it. It's not scary at all. Your healing process is amazing. Everything goes amazing. I would definitely suggest looking into your doctor, finding out who he is, meeting him, having your consultation, making sure that you trust this person and you trust the work that they do. But other than that, if you guys are planning on getting it, I recommend getting it. It's not scary. Don't worry about the pain because it's really not painful. You take pain pills anyways, and all you really need to take them for is like right after surgery, and then that's all you need them for. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything, but I don't think I did. I'm sure I did, but if you guys have any questions at all, you can leave it in the comments. I'll be sure to answer any questions at all that you guys may have. But that's pretty much what happened. I'm still healing, like I said, and I actually have a follow-up appointment on November 28th, and my doctor is just going to check my nose, make sure everything's fine, which I know that it is, and everything is so far going very smoothly. So, like I said, guys, don't let anyone tell you not to do this, because this is for yourself, and if it's going to make you feel better, do it. Save up to do it, or do it whenever you can. But if you really want this, and if this is something that you have been wanting, trust me, I know how you feel. I know that it is a very personal preference, but I know that it will make your dreams come true, because I have been there, and I am there, and I've never felt better, and I would love for you guys to never, to feel the way that I do. So I suggest looking into it and looking into any surgeries that you guys want and just doing them. Just live your life, because at the end of the day, you are the one who has to live your life. None of those people have to live your life that are telling you to not do it, Just live your life. Do what you want to do and live happy. Again, it was a great experience. I'm very, very glad to share this experience with you guys, to share my thoughts with you guys. And I hope that you guys can appreciate my thoughts and my very, very scattered video. With that being said, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. Hugs and kisses from me, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!